I've been a model, a singer, an astronaut, the president, but I want to do something with more meaning.
But Darbie, you're so good at everything.
Sounds like the guys are here. Maybe they'll have an idea.
You guys ready to party? I call the elevator.
You can have it, Ben.
Yeah, I remember what happened the last time we tried that silly elevator.
I just love your house, Darbie. I've been trying to get a place of my own, but it's been tough trying to find a good lease.
Well, leases have changed quite a bit, Smidge.
Like how?
Under the new accounting guidelines, all leases must now be represented on the balance sheet as both a right-of-use asset as well as a liability.
Regardless of how long you plan to keep the lease? Wow, that is big.
Hey guys! Hey, where's Ben?
He decided to take the elevator.
Oh no!
What happened?
Hang on, Ben. I'll call the repairman.
Well, I'm ready to get this party started. Darbie, Vicky told me you're looking for a new job. Sorry it didn't work out at my NFP.
What happened, Darbie?
Well...
So, Darbie, what you have to do is give a board to any kid who can't afford one.
Cool. Vicky told me you were on the board of a not-for-profit. Thanks for giving me a chance.
Hey, can I have a board?
Here you go. Enjoy!
It's not all fun and games, Darbie. I'm having trouble with my new lease on my new van.
What do you mean, Todd?
Well, because I'm an NFP, the dealer gave me a break on the lease. I only have to pay $1 a month for legal purposes or something.
Cool. That's what's called a de minimis lease. In that case, you don't have to follow the lease guidance at all.
Really? That's great. But what if later they decide to charge me more, like half price or something?
That would be a little bit more difficult because you'd have to consider both the lease guidance as well as the gifts in kind rules.
Well, we'll cross that wave when we get to it.
Hey, can I have another board? That last one didn't work so good.
For sure!
Darbie, I don't think this is going to work. Well, at least you helped out with my accounting problem.
Way to go, Darbie! What's this about a new job, Darbie? I thought you were helping Smidge at the vet hospital.
Well, that's another story.
Thanks for the vet tech job. What should I do?
We've got a bunch of animals that need to be groomed. Let's start with Sparky here.
I heard you even have horses.
Yeah, but that's causing me a little bit of a problem because of the easement we have in place to get back to the stable. You see, I've had that easement for years, and now I'm worried that I'll have to account for it as a lease.
Sparky, no nipping. Oh, Smidge, didn't you know there's a practical expedient that solves your problem?
Really? How so?
Well, since you've been treating it as an intangible asset for years, you can simply elect to keep that treatment rather than evaluate it under the new lease rules.
That's great! Thanks, Darbie.
Of course, any new easements will need to be assessed. Can I go out to work on the horses now?
Sure, they're down that way.
This job is the best.
Darbie, that's just a model. The horses are in the barn.
But it looks so lifelike.
Sorry about the job, but thanks for the help with our lease problem.
That must be the elevator repairman.
I'll let him in.
Hey, Darbie! I didn't know that horse out front was a model either. I remember when you were a model too.
You okay in there, Ben?
Yes! The music is great!
Heard you were looking for a new job. Sorry it didn't work out at the airline.
Wow, Brad, there sure is a lot of equipment on this airplane.
Yes, but it's all necessary to keep the passengers comfortable. The problem is most of this stuff is leased.
Why is that a problem?
From what I understand, there are taxes associated with the lease, and the lessors have to consider whether those will be included or excluded from the lease revenue.
So the lessor collects sales tax from the lessee and then pays it to the taxing entity.
Right. So if the lessor is collecting the taxes on behalf of the lessee, then those would not be part of the lease contract.
But if the lessor was the one responsible for the taxes, then they would be included in the lease contract.
Yep. The problem is, depending on the lease contract, that could be rather difficult to determine.
That's just silly. Don't they know that an update allows them to elect to simply treat the taxes as contract costs?
So they would default to being not part of the contract? That's great.
There will be disclosures, of course. Say, we're out of peanuts. Do we have any more?
Sure, they're in that big compartment with the lever. Turn it and it will open.
I think I found it.
No, not that lever! Well, good luck, and thanks for the accounting help.
Hey, you got any peanuts? I'm getting hungry in here.
Speaking of food, do you remember when I had you help out at the restaurant? Darby, you work on the chicken cordon bleu while I prepare the coq au vin.
I just love your new restaurant location. Did you buy it?
No, I'm leasing it. My friend gave me a great deal, but she's had a few accounting issues with costs related to the lease.
The treatment would depend on who makes the payments. If she makes the payments and has you reimburse her, then those would be variable payments reported as revenue.
But what if I pay the amounts directly to the third party?
Then your friend would exclude those from the variable payments.
Thanks, Darby. That will save my friend a lot of trouble.
Vicky, where's the baking twine?
It's right here, but what do you need it for?
I've got the chicken a pretty blue, but now I need to put the cord on. I guess I wasn't cut out to be a chef.
I'm just glad I didn't let you work on the poo-poo platter, but my friend really appreciated the lease advice.
Darbie, what's a poo-poo platter?
I don't know, Ben, but I hope we'll get you out of there soon.
I'm almost done with the repair. I wish my accounting was as easy as this.
What do you mean?
Well, sometimes when we install these elevators, we set them up as a sales type or direct financing leases.
So it's really a sale, but set up contractually as a lease.
Wow. Sometimes you surprise me, Ben.
So this issue involves variable payments. If we can't determine them up front, then they're excluded from the contract.
So you simply report them in a later period when you know what they are.
The problem is that waiting to report those payments could create a loss on the sale.
I'm pretty sure that FASB changed the rules to say that in that situation, you would simply report the lease as an operating lease.
So you would report the income over time with no loss up front.
Ben?
Yeah, I read an article about it online.
Gee, thanks. That really helps. Well, that should about do it. Give the button a try, Ben. You know, Darby, I bet you'd make a great accountant. Well, gotta go.
We gotta go too, Darby, but thanks for a great party.
Sorry I missed the party. Sounds like it was really groovy.
Don't worry, you can come to my next party, Ben. I'm putting in a new hot tub.
Ben, I'm not sure I'd...
Aw, not again. Darbie, help!
Oh, Ben.